Trace.
And I'm Sam.
And we're two gold miners, and there's gold in them thar hills. And this is from our perspective.
This is a weird one. I'm just going to say.
We're going to address it early on because...
We're sitting right across from each other.
This is the first time we've actually done it together, in the same room, and it's weird.
I can look deep into your eyes as I sit across from you.
It is definitely...
it's so intimate.
We've been friends for, 5 years? Yeah. And I don't think we've ever sat exactly like this and looked at each other. It's a little weird.
I feel like we need, a milkshake with, 2 straws. I think that's what we need.
So if there's a little dip in audio, it's because we've got one mic right in between us. I guess I'll have to explain myself. I think I might have not saved my audio.
He messed it up. He messed it up.
It deleted itself. So we're having to re-record this episode. So that's going to be...
And we're going to make all the same jokes.
We're going to make
the exact same ones.
right off the... I actually thought about doing that. Listening to your audio and then re-recording myself.
Haha, what a good joke. Good goof, my man.
Just kind of interjecting randomly. But no. We
absolutely not.
We're re-recording. So I guess we're going to kick it off now that we've explained ourselves.
Yeah.
I've got a couple stories from work.
Okay. Hit me with it.
I guess the biggest one I want to tell you about is, okay, so sometimes they'll have me go and bust the dining room.
Uh-huh.
And I was sitting there and it's really hard for me not to eavesdrop regularly. But
I always knew waiters were eavesdropping on me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they pretty much are if they're all like me.
I'm talking to my family about
taxes, adult things.
No, I don't use.
Hello, parental units.
How about them taxes? Am I right?
The waiter's like, every time
I'm hearing about taxes. All right, please continue.
So it was pretty much dead in the restaurant.
The people?
Yeah.
The people were dead? That's
everyone
bad.
Was dead.
What a bad restaurant.
But we didn't have many customers, except for one table. So I was wiping down a table near that table, and the gentleman was on the phone.
Trying to maybe catch a credit card number or something.
the 3-digit code on the back.
And the expiration date.
If anyone would like to send us their credit card number.
No, don't do that. Never do that.
But I was listening to him, and he wasn't saying anything of note.
Like racist or anything.
No, he wasn't saying any slurs or anything like that. So, so eventually he was like, I'm going to have to get off the phone. I'm eating with whoever was sitting across from
his parental unit.
His parental unit. No, I think it was his wife or something.
Okay.
And as he says, I gotta go, someone else walks into the store on the phone and immediately says, I gotta go too. I just got to the restaurant.
Oh my God.
And
so it's serendipity.
It was. And I was like, that's the weirdest coincidence. And it didn't hit me until they recognized each other that they were both on the phone together.
Did they get angry?
No.
They're like, how dare you?
They kind of walked... They started fighting. It was just a big fist fight.
It's like Street Fighter up in this...
Yeah.
Up in this barbecue place.
No, it was... They got up, they went to each other, they kind of...
Hugged.
Did that bro hug, the one arm.
Or the romantic thing where they're running towards each other.
In a field of daisies.
And they're getting faster and then they just embrace and spin in a hug.
Yeah. I was very confused when the restaurant I worked at turned into a field of pansies or something.
Apparently they're some sort of dimensional beings.
So yeah, that was... I didn't really know how I felt.
That's story number 1. Get ready for number 2, folks. Here it comes.
Story number 2. I mean, it's like you haven't heard these before.
I was trying to maintain the illusion, but I guess you want to break it.
He
already told me these.
I don't care. I don't care at this point.
What are we trying to do? Make good quality content?
Sam's heard it. He's being a good sport.
I mean, yeah, I'm saying some different things. Maybe we should stop dwelling on the fact that
I fucked up.
You're fine. It's okay. Next story.
There's okay. I guess I'm gonna have to attack this in a specific way. There's a specific station that the radio plays constantly at the restaurant I work at.
Okay.
And it's kind of undescribable. Like, it's not a specific genre.
Okay.
It's definitely not rock. It's definitely not country.
Is it both?
It's like a weird fusion between rock, country, blues, and a fourth one that I can't put my finger on yet.
Dubstep.
No. It's probably the farthest from it.
Okay.
But it plays on repeat, so I know pretty much every song.
Just one song?
No, it's a radio station.
I'd say that would be nightmarish. It'd be like living in a Pokemon town.
I don't know the best word to describe it is barbecue radio.
Can I just say how fun that would be?
What?
If like, let's just say Louisville. Just everywhere in Louisville, there's always this one song that's always just playing everywhere.
What would be the song?
Well, it would be like a little like.
Oh, it's not a song. Like a piano music.
Like you go into like.
Would it be upbeat?
Cerulean City or something, and it's just everywhere is that song.
Okay.
It would be like all throughout Louisville. How fast would you lose your mind?
Okay, so here's the question. Did I grow up with it like that, or did it just happen?
Well, I mean, if you grew up in Louisville, you'd be used to that song, but I would imagine each city has its own song.
What about
just
smaller
like in Pokemon games.
Towns, like where we live? It's not a city.
They would share the same songs as long as they were aesthetically the same.
So we wouldn't share a song with Louisville.
No, Taylorsville would have a different song to Louisville.
But they would also.
But they might have the same song as like Shelbyville.
Yeah, Shelbyville. So it's. I guess if it just happened one day, that'd be the best because I'd be confused.
I'd think the world's ending,
and then it would be like the funniest thing ever, and then I'd get annoyed, and then I'd just get used to it.
I think it'd be interesting though. Let's get back to.
Oh yeah, barbecue radio. I forgot we were talking about that.
I'm sorry that I tangented so.
So it just. I mean, I guess that's all I really have to say. It's barbecue radio.
It's barbecue music.
It is barbecue music.
It's barbecue music. It's got the same flavor.
It basically
it's a sweet, like, spicy, salty.
If someone like ran up to like Randy Newman. And held a gun to him and was like, eat this pulled pork. He's like, okay. And he eats it. And they're like, now convey that into a song? That's what he'd come up with.
I'm eating some pulled pork sandwich from the barbecue place. You got a friend in me.
That's basically it.
Yeah. Essentially.
He's basically written one of the songs on barbecue radio.
Was he just in here? Was he here just now? Oh my gosh.
Thanks for our special guest, Randy Newman, for coming in and doing that for us real quick. I guess we're going to kick it over to our first segment, This Week We Played, which we didn't play a whole lot.
No.
We did a lot of replaying games that we've either talked about or games that aren't interesting enough. We did play... Or I guess I did.
I watched.
Yeah, Sam watched.
You get almost the same enjoyment from just watching.
From this game specifically. I played the 1983 arcade classic Dragon's Lair. Don Bluth presents a Dragon's Lair, which is difficult.
Yeah, it requires precise timing.
It's
a lot of trial and error.
It's not really a choose your own adventure. But it's kind of got that same feel where you're going through a castle and then an enemy pops up and you have to look at the landscape and decide how you're gonna attack or move. Yeah. So it's a lot of trial and error. in the 80s,
it's basically the Dark Souls of adventure choose your own adventure arcade games from the 1980s.
That's a very
specific thing. I know.
But so your dad actually came upstairs while we were playing it,
and he remembered it.
He remembered it.
It apparently cost like a fortune, like a whole $1 for a play.
Like back when it was like a quarter per game,
and we were like trying to figure out. He would have. Trace would have just spent about like $60.
I probably
trying to.
I was about to lowball it, say 30, but 60 sounds about right.
60 sounds about right. You died so many times.
It's so difficult, and I think when they kind of took it to a computer, it kind of lost the same, I guess, responsiveness.
And I don't know that.
I have no idea.
I don't have a gauge
because there were a lot of times where, I mean, I got really upset, like really frustrated, screaming.
The Lizard King guy kind of got to you.
Oh my god, that fucking Lizard King! Don't even remind me.
Conk.
We kind of noticed that even when I were to click a button at the exact right time, it wouldn't go. Like it wouldn't do. Sometimes. It wouldn't succeed. Not all the time, but yeah.
And it'd make a hilarious error noise right before a death scene.
Yeah.
It's like
because I keep clicking the buttons like it's fucking down. But anyway, that's what it's a good. It's
fun.
I mean,
is it?
It's like $10 on Steam. It's also on the Nintendo shop. I don't know if it's anywhere else.
Don't know.
But I mean, if you want to pick it up, it's definitely a really cool art style. I mean, if you like Don Bluth movies, Anastasia, Secret of Nim. I never know how to pronounce that movie's name. You definitely enjoy it. Maybe wait for a sale because
they happen all the time.
Yeah, but I mean, it's kind of like a one-play thing. So you spend about 2 hours on it and maybe pick it back up.
To be fair, you would have had to pay like $60 to get same mileage out of it back in the 80s.
Yeah, that's true. But I recommend it. It's really fun.
It looked fun.
Yeah.
It looked aggravating too, but...
Okay, so I guess...
You're on my mouse card.
Okay, look, I'm sorry. I guess we're gonna kick it over to our next, or to the topic. It's not really a segment.
Topic of the week.
Topic of the week is, I'll kick it over to Sam.
Bootlegs.
Just
kind of
put those
mostly toys.
Pull up those boots up on your legs. Oh,
here it is.
Shit. Okay,
here it is.
We're gonna try I'm definitely going to upload some of my favorites to our social medias, but we're going to try to explain every single bootleg that we love to you to the best of our ability.
So this one is called Superheroes.
The box art has the Avengers, which is, I mean, makes sense. It also has...
It has Batman.
And Superman's up in that corner, I think.
Yeah, it's about to get weirder, though.
It's about to... Because... You know what they're all standing right in front of?
I see Ash Ketchum.
Is a big Pokeball, and there's Ash Ketchum and Pikachu.
And there's another Pikachu.
There's 2 Pikachus.
I didn't know Ash had 2 Pikachus.
I don't think I mean, there was that episode in the anime.
There's a lot of comic book spinoffs and stuff. There's a lot of alternate universes.
The famous comic book Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean,
I would imagine
I think it's a manga.
Yeah, I would imagine they had a manga for it.
It's like a Japanese
I'm glad book. You said manga because I almost said manga.
They got a great mango.
You know that good Japanese mango?
I sure do love mangoes. But yeah, there he is. In all his glory next to the Hulk and Captain America.
Is the Hulk wearing a thong?
It looks a little bit like a thong. And also Captain America's shield is not American colors.
But he can't. I mean, his shield is right there.
His shield's there.
That is Captain America on the box.
This one is black and white.
And a little bit of a very bright blue. And Iron Man's like just weird enough.
Yeah, he looks a little off.
All right, well that one's just beautiful.
I love this.
Yeah,
this poster. This is Korean. Is it Korean?
It's not really a bootleg. It's just like
a mistranslated poster.
It's so mistranslated. When when they take like a Western movie over to Eastern countries, the mistranslations are crazy enough to probably have a topic of their own.
And
And the posters are great. So this is
they had to alter that poster.
They had to.
You know Disney didn't send them that.
This is a poster for Thor 2: The Dark World or whatever.
I'm glad you got that subtitle because I forgot.
It's that movie. Okay, so the first Thor movie I didn't care much for. The second one I cared even less for.
Yes,
I don't remember.
And then Ragnarok was.
I remember Loki. Loki. I remember Yogi Bear was in that
one. Loki and mangoes. We are up to the races.
I remember Loki was in that one, and he fake died,
and then he didn't die,
and then he was back for.
But right here on this poster, they are in like a romantic movie pose.
So they're prom posing.
Yeah.
Thor is of course right behind. He's the big spoon.
And Loki's that little spoon.
Loki's little spooning with his eyes closed, his chin up, nuzzled against Thor.
His brother.
Adopted brother. So I guess it's not wrong. I mean, it is Asgard. I don't know.
It's like a porn scenario.
Yeah. What are you doing, step bro?
This is a backpack.
This is a good one. Okay, so we've got a Shrek 2 backpack, and there's Shrek. There's nothing wrong about this one.
That's the Incredible Hulk, though, is the thing.
Wait, are you... That's the Incredible Hulk? I thought they just brought Shrek into all the Marvel movies.
Yeah, no.
He was mad at Thanos because he got into his swamp.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Oh, that's beautiful. Bootleg backpacks are like some of the best things.
Bootleg backpacks are good.
Because, okay, have you ever gone to, like, the flea market that's kind of out in Shelbyville?
Okay.
Let me finish my story and then we'll address this. Have you ever gone to the flea market or whatever that's out in, like, Shelbyville somewhere that has a large Hispanic community?
Yes. I think I have been there.
There's a lot of, like, if you go there and you pay attention to merchandise...
Is there bootleg stuff?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen like bootleg to this level.
Like this thing right here?
But there's knockoffs. Okay. And it's like Adidas knockoffs, Nike knockoffs, and it's like very fake. Some backpacks. I have seen some backpacks like that.
That would be fun.
But yeah, go to a flea market, you'll see a lot of good stuff. Anyway,
okay. I can't tell if it's fake or like a joke.
It's got to be real.
Because there's a few other ones and they're more ridiculous.
Oh,
it's that are the same brand. I hesitate to say that they're actually mistranslated because
but I don't think
this is like a good joke is the problem.
Here's my thing. I don't think it's mistranslated. What I think it is it's a knockoff in another country.
You really think so? How about if I show you this?
Because here's the thing. This character's name is Fedora Ron, and the okay, yeah, that has to be a joke.
Yeah,
okay, so
that's too clever.
It says Fedora Ron asterisk. This is the Revengers Endless Tussle
instead of Infinity War.
Toy line. His character's name is Fedora Ron. It's got a picture. It looks like someone who would be in a Magic Mike movie.
Yeah.
Shirtless, buff, with a fedora on. And then the toy you get is just the fedora. Right under the fedora says asterisk Ron not included.
So it's just a fedora.
Oh goodness, another one from the Revengers Endless
Tussle.
Tussle toy
my new
line.
favorite brand.
I can't wait for that movie. The Incredible Fella.
The Incredible Fella.
Which is just the Hulk.
It's the Hulk.
We also have the regular raccoon.
Yeah, and it's just a raccoon.
It's just a raccoon. It's just a fucking raccoon, guys.
All right, now we're gonna move on from Avengers stuff because that's kind of what I was going with there. And let's go to Star Wars.
Oh.
There's a particular toy line that got mistranslated really bad in some country. I guess mistranslated. These could also be a joke.
I don't think they.
I really get that feeling that they're not.
Revenger's Endless Tussle is one that I can say, because of the fedora on and regular raccoon, I could say that's not a knockoff or a mistranslation.
But what about Dennis here?
Okay, so here we have, I guess, Darth Maul.
I'm pretty sure it's Darth Maul.
This comes from because here's the thing: they have Natalie Portman on the box art. Yeah. It also says Star Wars Episode 1. It doesn't say anything else. Like it.
Yeah, it's just trying to pass itself off as an Episode 1 toy.
Yeah, and
they're the famous character Dennis. Dennis from that.
But
he's got a double-sided purple lightsaber,
and he's not painted red. He looks like an African American man. It looks kind of like a racist depiction of Samuel L. Jackson in the Star Wars movies.
I guess it could be.
Like a little bit. Okay, this one's just called Little Girl.
There's one from the same brand, same kind of. It's got the same box.
I guess knockoff.
Bootleg Star Wars, and it's Anakin, but it's labeled Little Girl,
and his famous big backpack with legs.
I think those are the straps, bud.
Those are big straps for a little girl.
There's also Toby one.
My favorite character,
Toby,
who says, "Hey guys."
R2-3PO. We've got all the classics.
That looks more like a.
We've got Upright Slug.
What?
We got Upright Slug.
What?
It's Boss Nass.
Oh, okay. I was sitting there.
It's Boss Nass.
I was looking at. I was like, what the shit is that?
He prefers Upright Slug. Though.
Yeah.
He prefers you to call him Upright
Actually,
Slug.
Boss Nass is a derogatory term in their language.
That's very mean. Can you pronounce this one for me?
Oh.
I can't
So this one has to be.
This has
to be a mistranslation.
Yeah, I don't even know
because that just looks like
made in Poland. Okay, this is Polish.
This is just a horrible.
It's a Polish Star Wars toy.
Okay, it looks like a desert stormtrooper, but
he's all black.
So I don't know what camouflage he's going for there.
Space.
This is
you can't see him in space.
You can't hear him. You can't see him because in space, no one can hear you scream.
That's right. I'm gonna use that as a segue in just a moment.
Okay. It says Star Wars. It's kind of like, I think Polish has the same properties as German, like in sound and stuff. So I'm gonna try this.
Okay.
Star Wars Gwizdin.
Okay.
Wojny. And then this Wojowink Imperium.
There we go.
It looks like some Imperial trooper, I guess.
Guess so.
This is just. It's not. I guess that one's not really a bootleg. So
no, but it's still.
But it's great. It's great. Ooh.
I decided to not go with the other one and go with. I guess it's got the Star Wars font. It's called Stick Bang.
This is a boot. This is a knockoff.
Yeah, look at this guy. He's got a stick.
So it looks like
and he's about to bang this.
You know that movie Flash Gordon?
Yes.
That kind of looks like
it's kind of got that.
If you were to show me this, take off the word stick bang and all the Asian characters, Asian letters is what I meant. And you were to show me this and say this is a poster from the Flash Gordon movie, I'd be like, yes,
it could be. It's got that flavor.
I think it's that letter right there. I think it's Japanese.
It looks Japanese.
That's just great. Oh, it's a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was just like some box.
He's got this.
It's a stick bang.
He's got his famous stick bang weapon.
And he's about to attack C-3PO.
Yeah.
God damn, this is Nope, I'm done.
Hold on. Close your eyes.
Okay.
I need to get to the right one.
Oh my goodness gracious.
This is our they can't hear you
in space they can't hear you scream?
Yeah, here. So this one it's a t-shirt. It's a t-shirt that just says Alan across the top. And at the bottom it says in space nobody can hear you in space. And it's got the alien egg.
I wasn't really reading the thing. I thought it was just gonna be like one weird mistranslation of the title.
Nope. It's the great movie Alan. In space, nobody can hear you in space.
I mean, that's honestly.
I would love to have that shirt.
I would. Hey, if I can find the Alan shirt in space, no one can hear you in space, I'd wear it. Because here's the thing. I'd get the right attention. Someone who either is an alien fan who doesn't look close enough is like, dope shirt, dude. And I'm like, thanks. And I walk away before they read it.
Or a great fan of Alan.
Or someone who's Alan would also see someone either named Alan or who is a fan of Alan. Someone named
Alan goes,
whoa.
Is that my shirt?
Did you steal? And he puts me up against the wall and he says, you stole my shirt, you son of a bitch. But then he'd be like, cool shirt, dude. And I'd be like, thanks. And I'd walk away before he realized it's an alien shirt that's wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez Louise. Jeez-a-loo.
Let's get back to this one.
This is the first one that I saw when Sam clicked over.
Just tell me what the brand is technically.
It's Toy Story.
It's Toy Story.
I guess technically Toy Story 3.
I think it's called Space Boys.
It is. It is called Space Boys 3.
I think it's called Space Boys 3, and it's got.
I just noticed those big honkers.
You just noticed his arms?
I was looking at his face mostly in the Space Boys branding.
Yeah, so he's got giant hands.
It's
Woody.
It's Woody, and it looks really close. His face is like, it looks like Woody if he got hit in the face with a baseball bat once. And then, like, from his head, well, he doesn't have a signature.
He doesn't have
his signature Space Boys hat.
Howdy.
Then his body is like really short.
Yeah.
Comparatively to the size of his head. And he's just got really big arms.
He is yoked.
Like, this son of a bitch never skips arm day. Leg day, maybe a little bit.
Growing day?
Growing day, definitely.
Buying a hat day? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
You missed that one.
Those are our favorite days. It's just, I would love to see some of the other toys from it. It's, okay, so look, there are some other Space Boy toys.
Well, they all look like they're just him.
But he has a hat.
One does include his hat. They stole it. Look, I think
somebody stole Space
Boy's hat.
That's the plot of Space Boys 3. Someone steals his hat.
I've just clicked over to a backpack.
Another backpack.
It's got a picture of
Is this supposed to be Lion King?
It could be. It's got a lion on it.
Regardless if it's not lion, it looks like a Lion King knockoff. But
yeah, it's got a little lion on it.
It might not be. Here's the thing that really kind of...
I do notice the word there.
The word there. It doesn't say Lion King. It doesn't say like that. It says anus.
It says anus.
It says anus, right? In big
anus right there on the backpack.
Big bold letters.
Now, could you imagine somebody decked out in an alien shirt and an anus backpack?
And they had their little Space Boys toy with them.
And Dennis.
And Dennis and little girl. And the Incredible Fella.
The Incredible Fella's there too.
Jeez-a-loo. This is just... I mean...
I love this one so much. I don't even know what this is.
I don't think this is a bootleg thing. I just think this is like bad advertising.
This is the weirdest thing I may have ever seen.
Okay, so I guess my favorite thing is when companies try to... Because most companies are run by older people who don't understand children. But
I'm going to tell you, Pokemon's pretty old now.
But still, it's not like the big wigs, the execs up in their ivory towers don't understand marketing as much anymore. So here's the thing. It's a Pokemon related ad.
Yes.
From the Sacred Heart Seminary that says it has a picture of Ash Ketchum with a Pokeball in his hand.
Yeah.
He's also in...
I feel like you're omitting some...
Well, he's also in...
a priest outfit.
A priest outfit. He's got the little collar, got a little cross on his face. It says...
Considering priesthood?
Go. Believe, belong, become. Now, I'm not necessarily a very religious person, but that really makes me consider priesthood.
Yeah, I want to go catch all the Pokemon like a priest would.
Like the priests do. I want to catch the Holy Spirit and distribute it to everyone. Jeez-a-loo. Whoever...
This is crazy.
I mean, it's got the same kind of feel as the Pokemon Go to the polls.
A little bit, because that's the Pokemon Go.
Yeah, it's the Pokemon. I would imagine it was made around the time Pokemon Go came out and was such a big craze. Jeez-a-loo, that's nuts.
This is ridiculous, and I love it. This is another backpack, and it's just kind of wrong.
It's just so very, very wrong.
It's just wrong. It's got a picture of Superman, and it says Batman.
It says Batman. Now, there's another backpack I'm seeing right there.
Oh, this one. This is nothing.
No. You're kind of understating it.
I mean, everybody's seen a backpack like this. I'm kidding, of course. This is the most ridiculous backpack I've ever seen in my entire life. So we're gonna start. We're going to describe it slowly. It's a black leather backpack.
It's a black leather backpack?
Now your turn.
Okay. At the very top, this is probably the best descriptor for the backpack. It's a Harry Potter backpack. It says Harry Potter in big red letters.
It does say Harry Potter at the top. Mm-hmm. But along the side here, kind of like off to the left.
Whoa, let's save that bit for last. Let's go to the right first.
Okay, we'll go to the right. There's Sonic.
It's
Sonic.
It's a bootleg Sonic.
He's got a lot more red and yellow in his design than I remember.
And it looks like he's standing in a puddle of piss next to some roses.
And he's got a 10 on his belly. If you were able to visualize this properly, you're like some sort of miracle worker.
Yeah.
Because the way we have just described this makes no sense. And that's because it doesn't.
Whatever you're thinking now...
Also, there's some flowers.
Yeah, whatever you're thinking right now, a Harry Potter backpack with a red and yellow Sonic standing in a puddle of piss with a 10 on his belly. Whatever you're thinking...
There's one more thing.
Well...
That you need to add.
You're probably very close. You're just missing the biggest key thing. And it says Obama. Right down the left side next to Sonic.
O-B-A-M-A.
In rainbow colors.
Yeah.
Is this an endorsement from Sega?
Or is it an endorsement from Harry Potter?
Or from both?
Or does Obama love Sonic and
Harry Potter
this
so
is
very,
his
very
backpack,
much?
This
is Obama's backpack.
This is Obama's backpack.
He got it. He
got it special.
Sega contacted J.K. Rowling and said Obama needs a backpack.
It's a state of emergency. It's like one of those kids movies.
DEFCON 1.
I love this backpack.
It's just, I kind of imagine
a priest.
Alan shirt. A priest playing Pokemon Go.
In an Alan shirt.
In an Alan shirt.
With this backpack. With two backpacks on. One that says anus and one that says...
And one that says
Harry Potter and Obama.
Obama Sonic. With Dennis, the incredible fella. And
all the other jokes.
And little girl. Jeez-a-loo. This is just... That's Homer Simpson's head on Buzz Lightyear's body!
Yeah, it is.
Is that really even a bootleg, or is that more just like a...
Is that... I don't even know.
It's just...
It's hard to tell at this point. I think we've been desensitized.
Wait. Oh.
I skipped over to Mario, and I love this one.
Oh. Super Marino.
Super Mariano.
I don't even know how to describe his face.
It's not Mario.
It's not Mario. Does he have a C on his head? Or is that like a crooked witch's finger?
It does look like a witch's finger. I think it's a C. Now, he doesn't have a mustache. And it's like disturbing to see somebody in Mario get up without a mustache. This is
Super Mario 3 poster, right? Mario Bros. 3?
I think so.
Super Mario World?
Why is there like a women's bathroom sign?
But, so, he has a unibrow. His head is very narrow.
Trace, I'm losing my mind.
He's got a big ol' honker of a nose and no mustache to keep his upper lip warm. He's got a C on his head.
Yeah, it's weird.
Where does the C come from?
It is weird.
Well, get out and play the new Super Mariano game.
Yeah, it's great. I like this one.
That's terrifying.
This is a nightmare.
Okay, so it's a Mario Amino, which is, I guess, an amiibo bootleg. And it's... I'll tell you exactly what it is. It's a Goomba.
Okay.
with Mario's severed head on top of it, but with a green hat. But it's not Luigi's hat. No, it's still Mario's.
It's Mario. It's just great.
But the Goomba looks like a pile of shit
with like feet. Which, I mean, don't Goombas already look like a pile of shit with feet?
But they do
have a body.
Normal Goombas kind of look more like mushrooms, like the way their heads are shaped. This just looks like almost like a milk dud that someone glued googly eyes onto.
Yeah.
Jeez, Lou, what the fuck?
There's some madness going on.
What is Super Mario 64 World? It's a bootleg game.
Or is it Super Mario World 64? Is this actually a thing?
No,
this is absolutely not a thing.
No, it's a bootleg because it's like a platformer Mario, but it's not the 3D Super Mario 64 type thing. Which they had just stolen the logo from Super Mario 64.
And then they like tried to replicate the
font with World. But they didn't because it's not 3D. It's just lined in black ink.
Yeah.
Jeez, Lou. I'd like to find something.
I'm losing my mind.
I'd like to find something now. Oh
my god, these are horrifying.
Okay. That one right there. That one
is that real?
Right there. Damn, Mario.
That's not real.
Damn, Mario. It's a buff-ass Mario. He's tired of Bowser taking Princess Peach, and he's about to beat the shit out of him.
He got pretty... Oh my goodness.
He's got like a 32 pack of abs.
It is like a 32 pack.
And his rippling his skin tight overalls, rippling muscles, everything. He's just so beautiful.
His face looks particularly round. I think he's been taking steroids.
His face...
He's been roiding.
It looks like he's like in a mech suit, kinda.
It's a Mario mech suit.
And his head just barely comes out of the neck hole because he doesn't have a neck. It's just his head.
Yeah. There's too many muscles.
Oh yeah. Of course.
Yeah, there's just so many muscles.
Lou.
Oh my goodness.
Those Warriors, that Wario and Waluigi, they look. Now that's like a perfect bootleg.
Yeah.
It looks so very, very close.
Because that's the real one, right? That's what this says.
Yeah, official. Bootleg. It looks so like they've got the right hats, color schemes, facial hair, kind of. I mean, Waluigi's is a little weird.
Yeah, it's kind of like just like...
It's kind of like two L's.
Yeah.
I guess that kind of makes sense for Waluigi. That's like the perfect example of a bootleg.
Yeah.
So for all of those listeners who are trying to bootleg things, get it almost perfect.
Just do it right.
Jeez, Lou. Mario's... I don't know if some of these are fan created because Mario's such a beloved character.
So they want to make monstrosities out of him?
I don't know. I don't know the deal. It's just oofa doofa.
Is that a statue of Barney the dinosaur?
Is he holding a baton? Does he have a weapon in his hand?
I think he has a weapon in his hand.
Jesus Christ!
I wonder if he's like standing.
So this looks like a statue. Like, you know those horse statues? I think this might just be like a Louisville thing.
That's absolutely a Louisville thing.
So everywhere in Kentucky and Louisville, or most places, since it's like the
horses.
Derby, there's like random horse statues, like porcelain horse statues, I'd guess. That looks like something. Barney statue.
This comes from a state where they race Barneys.
Where they race where they fight him, because that's why he's got the weapon.
Yeah, he duels to the death.
It looks like a porcelain Barney statue with a baton in his hand, but also not Barney.
He's also by a forest,
and his head is like squished.
Yeah, I like to imagine that, like, just like past where the picture was taken, there's like a playground. He's like,
and all the kids are dead.
Yeah, and he's come to harvest their souls.
Jeez, Lou.
Got a little dark there.
That one. Look at that one right there. It's another backpack.
It's
another backpack.
It's another backpack.
I just want to find out who's making all these good backpacks and buy some from them.
These are great backpacks. This is Mario backpack. It's like his head.
It's actually like if if it weren't labeled wrong, it would be a pretty nice backpack.
Yeah, if it said Mario right there.
But it doesn't say Mario.
It doesn't. It says Captain America.
Here's the thing. Right next to it is a Minion backpack, and I'm pretty sure it says Minion across it.
Yeah.
So whoever made these backpacks was smart enough to know what a Minion was, but not smart enough to know what either Mario or Captain America was.
Yeah.
But it's like a nice felt backpack, it looks like.
It looks soft.
It looks like that looks like a good quality. This is who
would even want that many?
Okay, so I mean, it doesn't really even seem bootleg, like,
except that they don't make Pokemon Go toys.
Well, yeah. So it's another. Oh, it is bootleg. It says Picomon.
I didn't even notice.
It's so close.
Damn it, they got me.
They changed.
No, Picomao.
That is a W. Picomao.
Picomao Go.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, that is
Battle Action Mudkip Pokemon.
action figure review. Okay. That is the best bootleg label I've ever seen.
It looks.
That is like at a glance you can't tell. You like glance at it, you're like, okay, that says Pokemon.
It almost like perfect font. It says Pokemon Go. It has Ash and Pikachu on the cover. The only thing that really tells me, if I were to be inspecting it, the only thing that really tells me this is a bootleg is the amount of Pikachu.
The amount of Pikachus and that their paint jobs are kind of shit.
Yeah, they are. It's basically a 6-in-1 deal.
It's a 6-pack of Pikachu.
It's a 6-pack.
Pikachu has always been my favorite.
Well,
Picomao.
No, it's not Pikachu. It's Mudkip Pokemon.
That's true.
They have labeled it as a different Pokemon.
These are Mudkips.
Sorry, it's a different Picomao.
Yeah. In the Picomao universe, Pikachu is Mudkip.
Yeah, in Mudkip. In Mudkip is Pikachu. I think that's a good
stopping point.
Yeah, I think
that's
after Picomao, I think that's a good high point.
I hope everyone agrees that is a wonderful job that they did there.
Oh my goodness.
Props to all the mothers that got fooled.
All right.
All the grandmothers that were like, I want to go get my son a Pokemon.
I heard you like the Picomao toys.
He wanted Pikachu, so Picomao, that's about right. All right. So we're going to move on to, what is it, like segment 3?
Yeah. Yeah, segment 3, that's what it's called.
Segment 3, it doesn't need a name. All right, this day in history. Today
in history.
February 18th.
In 1519.
Okay.
Hernan Cortez left Cuba for the Yucatan Peninsula.
Okay.
With 500 men. For those of you who don't know,
he was on a quest to massacre some natives.
Hernan Cortez was a Spanish conquistador. He is the one infamous for wiping out the Aztec Empire, one of the most powerful empires that ruled North America.
Yeah. It was pretty much all of Mexico.
So Hernan Cortez was born around 1485. He was a conquistador and explorer, and he first set sail to the New World at the age of 19.
Wow,
which is really young.
It's some very young bloodlust.
Well, in like the 1500s,
I guess gold lust also.
Still, in the 1500s, 19 is like relatively like
a 50-year-old, right?
Something like that. I mean,
they don't have kids, right?
So he was appointed the governor of New Spain in 1522, and then died 25 years later.
Interesting.
And I mean, other than that, he was just kind of a brutal person who just wiped out a whole empire.
Yeah.
But one lie about Hernan Cortez.
Well, I was going to say that.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Tell some more truth.
The civilizations around the Aztecs actually helped him because the Aztecs were shit to them.
Well, I mean,
because the Aztec people they didn't like to sacrifice their own people.
Of course not. Why would you?
They like to go grab other folks and go sacrifice them. So when Cortez showed up and said, "Hey, but you guys want to help out?"
From their perspective, it was more like it was more like finally striking back at the aggressors. From Cortez's perspective, it was, they have things we want.
Get that cheddar, man.
get that cheddar.
Let's get that bread, he said.
He wanted all their gold and all their goods.
And all their land.
And all their land for
and
himself.
Lots of free labor for the Spanish Empire.
So...
a lie.
One lie about Hernan Cortez was that when he was fighting the Aztecs, he actually had the incredible fella on his side.
That is a lie.
A big green man with him.
Another thing not a lot of people know about Cortez is he actually had an airplane to get to the New World.
Yeah, he said...
He found one in the woods.
He was an aviator.
And he was like, this is cool how it flies. I can just take that over the ocean.
Yeah.
Just land there and take over the Aztecs. He knew about them.
Yeah, he said, I'm going to go kill all the Aztecs.
Because he read a book about them that was next to that plane.
And then he left it...
That's a lie.
Then he left it in North Carolina for the Wright brothers to find.
Yeah, that's another lie. I'm sorry.
Okie dokie. We're going to kick it over to our last segment so we can finally wrap up this good podcast that you all tune into every week.
The best one. You guys love it.
We're going to kick it over to Sam's Holiday Corner.
Yep. Today, February 18th, is Crab Stuffed Flounder Day. And now you're here to see the screen because... I'm never lying about these holidays because see that
Crab Stuffed Flounder Day.
It's kind of the turducken of the sea.
Everyone knows. Everyone, if you add tuna in there, especially because then you have the chicken of the sea. Crab is obviously the duck of the sea, and flounder is the turkey of the sea.
Everybody knows.
So you throw in right now. You've basically just got a duckin.
Yeah. But it's a good equivalent.
Or a turduck.
Or a turduck.
Yeah. Throw in some tuna in there. Yeah. Why not?
Just get silly with it.
Just, you know what?
Grab an octopus, just shove it in that flounder. Just start cramming, start cramming sea creatures into other sea creatures and see what happens.
Wait.
Get like a tower, become like Dr. Frankenstein.
Please make sure that these sea creatures are dead because they
will be dead when you start shoving things in there.
Yeah, well, because that's just an existence that is too bad.
I love how it says Crab Stuffed Flounder Day, and it's just got the picture of just the cutest crab.
I typically don't like
you don't like fish.
I don't like the ocean.
But it's just like this.
But that crab,
it's like a cute little sunset scene, and it's like, just imagine him stuffed inside a flounder.
Or imagine a flounder stuffed inside of him.
Crab Stuffed Flounder Day. Does it? I mean,
it's a stuffed crab. Or is it a?
See, now I'm trying to parse it because I thought it was like you shoved crabs inside a flounder.
Crab stuffed flounder. Crab stuffed.
So crabs stuffed with flounders?
That's what it sounds like to me. If you want to celebrate this holiday, you gotta
do both.
Well, you could do either or.
You do both, and you tell me which one tastes better.
Okay, yeah. Let us know. Stuff a flounder or stuff a crab with the opposite, and then let us know because I definitely won't try it because I don't like crab nor do I like fish.
I don't either, but
I don't like seafood really. So, I guess eat crabs and flounders today.
I guess so, if you want to.
Jeez-o-loo. All right. Well, I guess that's going to wrap it up for us.
I think so.
This has been an experience.
From our perspective.
This has been from our perspective. If you all have any ideas for topics, we'd love to hear them. We're running low.
It's only been 4 episodes and we're running out.
It's hard to think of one that's interesting enough each week. But no, seriously, if you'd like us to talk about anything, just let us know. We'd definitely love to hear it. If you would like to leave us a review on iTunes, of course you could do that. Good or bad. We'd love to hear back from you guys to know what we're doing good or if we need to fix anything. We're also on Spotify and YouTube. Leave us a comment down on YouTube. Basically the same as leaving a review on iTunes. Leave us a like. And we also have social medias, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. On Instagram and Twitter, we're FOP_pod. Check that out. We post some funny things and updates about the podcast. On Facebook, we are still under Large Lads, and on YouTube, we're still under Large Lads. Other than that, we will see you next week. I've been Trace.
And I've been Sam.
Bye.
Toodaloo.